Welcome back to another video. So as you would have seen from the title and the thumbnail, this is going to be my attempt at making like a Halloween themed reading vlog because I would like to do so, but it is also the 28th of October, so not sure how much I can actually read, especially because I work full-time as well, right? I will try, but no promises. Once again, I guess I shall just let you know about my ambitious TBR. So we have The Whisper Man, the Selvan Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, and Lock Every Door. I definitely won't be able to finish everything, but my thinking is that since these are like horror slash thriller books, they will be more fast-paced, and hopefully I'll get through at least one quickly. So I started off with The Whisper Man by Alex North just because I feel like this would be quite fast-paced, even though it is like 450 pages. Oh my goodness, but it's a rather long book rather than the width, so I'm hoping that has some effect. This audiobook was shorter than the Selvan Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, so I thought I would go with this first. So this book is, I guess I'll just read you the blurb. After the sudden death of his wife, Tom Kennedy believes a fresh start will help him and his young son, Jake, heal. A new beginning, a new house, a new town, Featherbank. But the town has a dark past. 20 years ago, a serial killer abducted and murdered 5 residents. Until Frank Carter was finally caught, he was nicknamed the Whisper Man, for he would lure his victims out by whispering at their windows at night. Just as Tom and Jake settle into their new home, a young boy vanishes. His disappearance bears an unnerving resemblance to Frank Carter's crimes, reigniting old rumors that he preyed within an accomplice. Now, detectives Amanda Beck and Pete Willis must find the boy before it is too late. And then Jake begins acting strangely. He hears a whispering at his window. I will try to do spooky themed things or like activities in this video, or just Halloween themed, but again, because it's like I have to read, I also have to bear in mind the short time frame. I'm just gonna try my best, okay? I would like to welcome you on this chaotic journey because I do not know what's planned also, so I hope you enjoy nevertheless. So yeah, let's get started.
Shelley, the class teacher, seemed very stern indeed, and Jake really didn't want to move up to Amber on his first day. He couldn't make friends, but he could at least manage that. That was really your job at school. To do what you were told and fill in the answers to the blanks, and not cause any problems by thinking up too many questions to your own. Crunch.
Hi, so I have been trying to read and get through Whisper Man. So far, I am at page 254 out of page 417, which puts me at 56% through the book, and I would have to say that I am really quite enjoying it, which makes me so happy because I think I haven't been reading thrillers for a few months, mostly because I felt a bit tired of the genre and they were mostly the same kind of pattern and things like that. But this one has kind of like a horror element, like a scary element, right? So it made me want to read this around this timing, like Halloween, and it's really good so far. The part where Jake begins to act strangely and seems to be communicating with someone who the father doesn't see there is really strange and like makes you wonder what is happening, and how Jake knows certain things that nobody knows how he came to know of the information, except for the fact that the person that isn't really there seems to be telling Jake, because Jake knows about things that only the father knows. For example, their garage is padlocked and has like a mural of butterflies, but Jake has been drawing butterflies, but there's no way that he can get into the garage without the keys, things like that. And so it's very, very intriguing. At this point where I'm at, we just passed like an exciting twist in the story, and we seem to have uncovered a bit more towards this mystery behind who really was Frank Carter's accomplice. But I don't believe that to be the end, because for one, the book has not ended yet. It gives me the calm before the storm vibes. So yeah, that's what I have to say for this book really, because I don't really want to spoil anything, because this book is so good that I feel like you should just read it for yourself and experience it. So I'll come back again, I believe, once I've finished this book to update. And the stress to finish this is getting real because I finally understood how Throne of Horror's readathon works, and that I have to finish this to be able to get my revenge successfully for the readathon. So yeah, there's that. There's only like a few days left before the readathon ends, so very stressed, but I believe I can do this.
More than life, I wish to go to the festival. More than riches, I wish my cow would give some milk. More than anything, we had a child. I want a child. I wish to go to the festival. Some milk for you to choose, I wish.
Hi! So I am coming here to update because I have finally finished The Whisper Man one day early, I think, so that's really good. I will talk you through my review, including trigger warnings. Yeah, trigger warnings for child death, kidnapping, child abuse, death of a parent, murder, and alcoholism. I decided to give it 4.5 stars because it's been really long since I felt very intrigued and excited by a thriller, and I even got scared by it. So there's the whole thing about whispering and things like that, right? And I have like a chair next to my bed. I don't know, I just got very paranoid at night, thinking like, oh my god, what if the chair suddenly turns and things like that. Even though there's nothing paranormal in this, it just made me feel creeped out enough for my imagination to run wild a little bit. So yeah, there was that part. And I didn't give it the full 5 because I thought that the reveal was kind of unexpected, because we didn't even, oh, that would be spoilers, but you couldn't have predicted who the, okay, maybe you could have predicted the identity of the person behind the crimes, but the actual person, you couldn't have predicted it. So that was the one thing that I didn't really like about this. But wow, I was very, when the plot points reached the exciting parts, I was very intrigued and I didn't want to put the book down. I wanted to quickly finish it, and so I have. So I guess that brings me to the end of this really short video because I only read one book and I didn't really do many Halloween themed things. I only watched like a few movies, I lit a candle, and that's all. But that's the best that I could do in the few days that I have. So I hope you enjoyed watching nevertheless. And so yeah, that brings me to the end of this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel to see more of such content. Let me know what Halloween themed things you did, because I'm sure you did more exciting things than me. Remember to stay hydrated. I hope you're having a great day or a great week whenever or wherever you're watching, and I will see you in my next video.